Yahoo was once the biggest name on the internet, but we don't hear about it at all these days. So, what really happened? Well, the reason behind it is quite tragic. So, here we're going to take a look at why Yahoo became the ultimate tragedy. Number 6. The beginning of the story. The story of Yahoo is a similar tale to many big tech firms that are dominating these days. Two Ivy League students and good friends, Jerry Yang and David Philo, were putting their efforts into design automation software in 1994. During this time, Jerry and David developed a keen interest in a web browser by the name of Mosaic, which gave them the idea of coming up with their sort of own catalog, which offered things like a search engine, emails, songs, and news among other things, calling it Jerry's Guide to the World Wide Web, in the development of which they spent over hundreds and thousands of hours. It only took a couple of months for their idea to blow up, and this gave Jerry and David the right impression that they were onto something. It was then decided that they needed a new catchy name for their directory, and this was the birth of Yahoo, which is an acronym for yet another hierarchical officious oracle, and the exclamation mark at the end was put in place for marketing purposes. Number 5. The rise of Yahoo. The brand grew significantly in the years to come and got the attention of various companies. It more or less blew the competition out of the water. Over the course of the next few years, its stock doubled and reached the value of $118.75 in 2000. However, it also dropped to $8.11 in the same year, but it pulled through. But even though Yahoo was doing great at the time, it survived on advertisements. When Facebook came into the mix, Yahoo's sources of advertisements started to flow towards Facebook as well as Google, leaving it behind. People also began ditching Yahoo for different alternatives, which began plunging its market value. Number 4. The fall of Yahoo. Yahoo's main focus back in the day was how they could have progressed their business instead of how to make things better for their users. To put it shortly, they had their priorities wrong. Along with that, the people running the company also missed several opportunities and made some rather stupid decisions which they would surely come to regret in the future. For more such videos, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on the latest updates and notifications. Number 3. Their big mistakes. In 1998, the founders of Google attempted to sell their platform for $1 million as they were having a hard time continuing their education and needed some cash. Yahoo refused their offer. Only 4 years later, the value of Yahoo grew so exponentially that it made Yahoo realize their mistake. The company offered the people behind Google a whopping $3 billion for it, but this time it was Google that refused their offer and asked for $5 billion, which Yahoo passed. Currently, Google is worth more than $1,200 billion, so you can guess just how much Yahoo is regretting their refusals to buy the company earlier at a way cheaper price. This wasn't all, however. In 2006, Yahoo also tried to buy Facebook, which was making waves on the internet, for $1.1 billion. The deal, as you would expect, didn't work out. 2 years later, Microsoft came up to Yahoo with an offer of $44.6 billion. Jerry Yang said a hard no to that offer as he felt that their company was a lot more than what people were thinking, but well, I guess he changed his mind, considering how Yahoo got sold for an acquisition deal with Verizon for $4.48 billion in 2017. Number 2. Putting money in the wrong places. Yahoo not only missed golden opportunities, which could have put them at the top of the food chain, they also invested their money in the wrong companies, which just added to their downfall. They bought Flickr in 2005, which, due to problems such as not giving attention to its users and inability to expand its customer base, slowly led it to becoming a bad business decision. Yahoo also bought Tumblr in 2013 for $1.1 billion, but they couldn't transform it into the money-making scheme they planned it out to be. It couldn't keep up with the competition, and this deal too turned out to be a failure. In short, things weren't going quite well for Yahoo. Number 1. The nail in the coffin. Aside from their less than stellar business decisions, Yahoo also became the victim of not one, but 2 major data breaches, one of which was so huge that it broke records. This happened in 2016 when it was reported that more than 500 million user accounts were breached 2 years prior in 2014. Not only that, It was then found out that another data breach also took place in 2013, in which 3 billion, yes, 3 billion user accounts were broken into by hackers. This incident caused a huge uproar. People began to lose what little faith they had left in Yahoo. This acted as somewhat of a final nail in the coffin for the company. Yahoo went on to then face numerous server crashes, even during the time when people thought it was getting back on its feet. It almost looked like the company had been cursed with bad luck. This deeply affected the quality of user experience it was able to grant its users and prompted them to abandon Yahoo and move on to other platforms. This was more or less the end of Yahoo. This is why Yahoo is one of the saddest tragedies when it comes to a company that the world has ever seen. Thank you so much for watching this video with us.